Listen, stay with us. Don't go because your fellow stars are trooping through. The big winner of the night is here.
Hey,
Kiddy.
Minister Joe, Mingabu.
Charlie, congrats, man.
Thank you.
Open your of you.
In walk away, interviewing my
You people are selling me. What is this?
Learn languages.
Please.
You can continue.
Yeah, fine. Oh yeah, man. Next week. This week, hot here.
Yeah, he's also continuing.
Charlie, congratulations.
Yeah, listen, the whole country is excited because Kiddy walked away with 5 gongs, right?
Yeah.
5 on the night, and of course the big one.
Nice.
I was privileged to award him with one of them for Afro Pop. And that was after he had come up and instead of saying, I'll be back, this time around he said, it's in God's hand.
It's in the hands of God.
It's in the hands of God.
Yeah,
that was so cute. And then, of course, God showed his hand.
And then later he spoke to me and was like, you actually be back.
Tell us how it feels. It must be exhilarating.
Yeah, it's surreal, man. It's been like 2 days and the adrenaline is still rushing through my blood. It's still, crazy to see that I came so close and then came back and then actually did it.
Yeah.
And I'm super humbled by it. I'm super grateful, super excited. All the emotions are going through me right now. Yeah.
Do you feel it? Do you feel like you've just stepped up another level? Do you feel like between Saturday morning and Sunday morning, something has changed?
Yeah, yesterday's price is not today's price. That's just what it is.
Let me come inside.
The art taxes. But as artists, we always want to increase our value, grow in value. So Saturday was just one of those, increase in value. It's just gingers me, go back to the studio, work harder, push harder, and the world is within your reach.
You had a good year.
Thank you.
I mean, touch it.
Yeah.
Touch it. Honestly, I'm shocked at some of the places I've heard it.
Yeah.
Let me ask you that. Where is the most shocking place that you have seen or heard your song?
Now none of them is even shocking me anymore. When I started, the first big shock was when the song entered India.
Yes.
I was like,
India.
Wow. I saw like their celebrities, their TV stars, I was like, oh, okay, now we are in business, It's as an artist, when you see these things, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Say you just go into the studio and maybe spend like 2-3 hours making a song, and the song is traveling everywhere in the world. It's just humbling to see. I want more of that.
Yeah. And I mean, let's talk about that time, those 3 hours you spent, or 2-3 hours you spent in the studio making Touch It. Like, did you know at the time, like when you were coming up with lines like "shut up" and "bend over"? Did you know that these were iconic lines you were creating?
Live, you can never know. As artists, we were just in the studio to create art. I mean, after I made the song, I won't lie to you, I sat back and laughed a bit because I was like, what am I singing about? Like, shut up and bend over. What is this? And even among my team, I was like, hey, Kiddy. They were really surprised, like, hey, from don't me where you should now shut up and bend over. So there was a little bit of, are we sure? It's like, you know what? Art in its purest form will be appreciated. So we put it out, and it's crazy to see what the song has gone to do. And Charlie, more to come.
Once it went out, was there criticism?
Oh, plenty. I was at a point where even like, hey, the pushback was, we come from a society where we're a bit, certain things are not very accepted. Like, why is this young boy telling us to shut up and bend over? It's a bit disrespectful. Even on my social media, I used to get like threats from feminists. Like, this guy is disrespectful. Nobody should pay attention to the song. People make articles that this song is derogatory. Nobody should be listening to it. So I was like, hey, Charlie, this song that I made was just like, it was fun. It wasn't like I was trying to. And Charlie, when God say go, there go.
Yeah.
Sometimes music is just. I think we overthink music. Music sometimes is just a vibe to bring out. And I'm happy with how some people received it. For some people, it's just shut up, and it's like a dance to themselves. It's not even about somebody instructing you or being disrespectful. So yeah.
And of course, then the remix fever started. I heard the one with Tiger. Really, really cool.
Thank you.
This is the second time that a song of yours has attracted global attention, and you've had American artists jumping on it. Let me ask you, after the first one, when Teddy Riley did the remix. Did you then decide that perhaps you should aim at these audiences as well? Did you then consciously decide to make songs that will appeal globally?
So before Say Cheese, right? It was when I went into the studio, the mindset I had was, okay, I get them, I'm talented, let me just make a good song. And then Say Cheese happened, and I was like, okay, this is the beginning of something amazing. So after that, now when I go into the studio, now I'm not thinking of, first I just used to think of my Ghanaian, and I'm not just thinking about, I'm thinking about them, I'm thinking about the person in Nigeria, I'm thinking of the person in South Africa, I'm thinking of the person in America. So I'm making music with all of these people in mind. So I might bring my tree and all of that, but I'll still bring something that I know that they can hear and understand and vibe to. So these are the little ingredients that I put in the music now. Yeah.
He's Artist of the Year at the VGMA 2022. He's our guest. He's your guest. He'll be answering the questions on your mind right here on the Super Morning Show. But the more you hear him, the more you want to hear his music. Let's do that.
Super Hits Radio, Joy 99.7. Super Hits Radio, Joy 99.7. Super Hits Radio, Joy 99.7.
world pop, flavor to Kiddy's music. And he's explained, right, that now he's pandering to the world audience, not just the local one. Let me ask you about that, because there's a little bit of that going around in the Ghanaian music industry. In fact, there's a debate about it that, look, the Nigerians seem to be doing better. They seem to have more of a global appeal for their music. So some people have started adopting the Nigerian cadence and rhythm to their music. We have examples. We've got Kamido's song, which for the longest time people didn't even realize was Ghanaian. We've got he performed on the night.
The remix, Sugar King.
That's right. And I'm even thinking about the other gentleman,
Kelvin Boy.
Kelvin Boy. That's
Down
right.
Flat.
Down Flat. So, what do you think about that? This idea that let's just borrow what is working, and
I would say that a little healthy competition is always good. You know, everybody needs certain people in their life to keep them on your toes. Keep you attentive. But I always I don't subscribe to the fact that we are borrowing. If you listen to Down Flat, it's a pure Ghanaian high life song. You want to talk something?
No, go continue.
Down Flat is Jama. When you hear the boop, 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 that's like Inshorna high life. So I don't subscribe to the fact that it sounds Nigerian at all.
But the artist himself claims that he was,
if he said it, then who am I? Okay, that one. That one. But right now the internet has opened the world. You can be in your corner making music from your small bedroom, and the music will travel. So it's more about people's minds opening. It's not about borrowing sounds here and there, but it's about people's minds opening to making music that will reach out, not just in Ghana, but beyond the shores of Ghana.
Does language matter? And that's another conversation.
Okay. Yeah, it's a very big conversation.
Yes, the conversation now is a lot of us sing in our local languages, and that is unable to take us there. Because even though, the argument has been that the Yusu Doos and Co sang in their local languages and got out there, today we've seen people singing in Pidgin, singing in English to get to the international market. Does it matter the language in which you sing?
This question, you have to look at it from 2 points of view. We have the art answer, and we have the business answer, the marketing answer. From an art point of view, language doesn't matter, because, Charlie, we sing some songs we don't know what they sing, but it's spiritual. Then it's like, hey, what is this thing you don't know? But it sounds nice. There's so many songs that we've heard that we have no idea what the language even is, but we're still singing. And then from a business point of view, I think, hey, I want people to understand what I'm saying. So there is that thing where it's like the language doesn't matter, but it does matter, because somebody might like a song, it's spiritual, don't understand, but they would have actually loved it more if they could understand what you actually said or what you meant in the song. So there is no right answer if language matters or not. Sometimes don't try to over scrutinize art. Just go with the flow. Be spiritual, and it will touch. If it's authentic, it will touch who it's meant to touch.
But Kiddy, from 30 billion, say you love me, you always try to
media
put English in there. And so, whoever listens to it, and I remember having a conversation with you some years ago and talking about when Davido had 30 billion and just, did the song, did a remix, said he wanted to do a remix of it. You've been, adding English to it all the time. I just want to understand, what influences your decision to always add English to your song?
That's what I'm saying. From the art point of view, if your art direction, you're in a studio and it comes as English, then do like that. But what I'm saying is, don't over scrutinize your art and say maybe you've gotten a sweet melody or sweet lyric in Chi, but you want to translate into English by force because you are thinking, I want people to understand. No, if it comes in English, let the music flow, let the art flow. Because again, more songs there. We like a perfect example is Familiar's Praise. Most part of the song is Chi, but I know people from outside, when they hear the song, something about the song speaks to them. So they come, oh, what does this song mean? And I translate it to them, but they don't understand Chi, but the song speaks to them spiritually. You get me? So if you look at it from the art point of view, go with the art. But if it comes, and inspiration comes in English, that's another plus, because then you have more people understanding what you mean.
So your inspiration comes in English most of the time?
It comes here most of the time, but not all the time. Yeah.
Listen, let me end with this, and it's a question to the two of you, okay, Joe and Kitty. We were debating this earlier. In our view, anything that requires people to vote is an election. And every election requires campaign. So in order to do well at these awards, do you guys campaign, or do you get people to campaign on your behalf? to appeal to those who will vote for you to win these awards?
Yeah. You campaign, Charlie. Like you said, you've rightly said it. To win anything an election, you need to campaign. So when the nominations are out, you know, you go on your social media, because that's actually one of the most powerful tools we have as artists, Charlie. My guys, my fans, the nominations are out, so these are the short codes, Charlie. If you want me to win, if you think I deserve it, sometimes even if you don't think I deserve it, the crowd votes because we want to take them. You get me? So there's campaign, and it's not just you. You have your whole team who are also like, you know, it's like a flock in a church, like evangelists. Everybody's going out to preach the word about Kiddy. Oh, Kiddy is being nominated, so make sure you vote for him. When we come on radio, we say, oh, Charlie, guys have been nominated, we'll vote for him. So there is campaign happening. So
What about the organizers? Do you lobby them?
no, I don't. You know, it's crazy that every VGMA night, every single night, when I go on social media, I always see, yeah, Kiddy, they are winning because Richie is on the board. You know, I feel a lot of things don't hurt me, but I feel like sometimes that statement hurts me because, first of all, it's not true. Secondly, it discredits my hard work as an artist. You know, you're trying to say that all the work I do all day be Sankwas because Richie did it, but that's what I want. So sometimes that is a bit some way, but you know, we don't have. Sometimes I don't even know who is on the board. Later, somebody will come in after there was like, oh, this person was on the board. I was like, oh, he was. I had no idea. And sometimes I don't even want to. Even on the night of the show, when people are saying, oh, Kiddy, I think you might. I say, don't tell. I don't even want to know. Don't tell me. I want to go into that award with an open mind and enjoy the show. You know, I don't want to create expectations for myself and then bound to be disappointed. You know. Yeah.
Joe, I'd love to hear your answer to this.
No, I think so too. You know, you normally have to campaign. Sometimes it may not necessarily be you, but your team is on the ground. The same way they do work on your songs and your works. They do same with awards as well, trying for people to get to know about it and also to support you to win. So basically that's it.
Yeah, Charlie. Well, listen, you guys and your teams have really performed creditably this year, and you deserve all the awards you've picked up and more. Here's to another successful year. Wishing you all the very best, and let's hope to see more new stuff from the two of you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Bless
Thank
you.
you, Carl.
All right. Kiddy and Joe Metal, everybody. Listen, there's more to come on the Super Morning Show. Stay with us.